All right, hi everybody. We are back. So, let's see. It's been about a week since I've recorded. Obviously, it hasn't been a week since I've worked out, but it's been about a week since I've recorded. I have a microphone now, so we'll see how the audio goes for this video. What I'm going to be doing today is just the inverse diamond pattern of the pull downs and then get up to a pull up. So I'm going to do 5 reps at 180, and then 4 at 185, 3 at 190, 2 at 195, 1 at 200. And then I'm going to go try to do 2. I was able to do 1 pull up last week. I got the bar up to about the middle of my mouth, so I didn't get my chin all the way over the bar. That last like 2 inches is it's tough. So we'll see where I'm at, and then after that, I'll come back and do the reverse side of the pyramid over here, or maybe I'll do it on the assisted pull-up machine. I'm not sure. There's people using it right now. It's the last week of summer. The kids go back to school next week, so the gym should be a little bit more relaxed after that. But anyway, here we go. I did 50 jumping jacks to warm up, and my heart rate's at 71 right now. So let's do 5 at 180 pounds. 2, 3, 4, 5. Whew. All right, my heart rate's up at 116. All right, now I'm gonna do some body weight squats. Okay, that's 10. And then I'll let my heart rate come down a little bit. So I'm up at 185 now. My heart rate's at 115. Whew. So I'll be confessing my sins a little bit. Earlier in the summer, I knew that I needed to do mobility work and flexibility training. And I hate stretching so much. I started a stretching regime back in January, and I hate stretching. Okay, heart rate under 100. Okay, 4 reps at 185. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh. Whew. All right, let's do some lunges. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Heart rate 122. Okay, so back to confessing sins. In January, I tried to do a flexibility block where I was like, okay, I'm gonna get better at touching my toes, and I just was doing these full body stretches for, I think, 3 days straight. And then I went and did my regularly scheduled like leg day, or I was upper body day on Thursday and leg day on Friday, after I had been stretching, like doing deep stretches for 3 straight days. I couldn't walk for like 4 days after that. it was my regular upper body and regular lower body, and I could barely move my arms, and because I get DOMS, delayed onset muscle soreness, so I don't feel sore until 2 days after I work out. All right, I'm under 100 now. 3 reps at 190. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Now for some reverse lunges. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Whew. All right, 121 heart rate. So what I didn't realize was that, because I never stretch, I mean, I do like the basic stretches at the end of the Orange Theory workout, you know, but it's only about 5 or 10 minutes. But for this week back in January, I did 3 days where I was doing like a 30 to 45 minute stretch. I didn't realize, what I found out afterwards, because I was like, oh my God, why can't I walk? Why can't I move my arms? I was just completely knocked out for like 3 or 4 straight days after I did the 3 days of stretching, and then went and did my regular upper body workout, and the next day my regular lower body workout. And I learned at that time, I learned afterwards when I went and talked to some other people, like, oh yeah, stretching is actually a workout. It creates micro tears throughout all of your body, just like doing resistance training does. So at that point I was like, forget this, I'm done stretching. I don't care, I don't want to do it anymore. Okay, I'm under 100. So 2 reps at 195. All right. 1, 2. Okay, and I'm just gonna do my 1 rep at 200 real quick. Give my body like 10 seconds. One. Okay, I'll be back to this machine shortly. Let's go do a pull-up. But anyway, so back in June, like May, June, I knew, actually it was like towards the end of May, that was when I started doing when I first came in to start doing the pull downs to get ready for a pull-up, because I was at, let me see if I can move this thing. Hold on 1 second. I usually use the top of this thing as like a stand for my tripod. Adjust this angle. There we go. So my heart rate's at a 110 right now. So okay. My heart rate's back up to 113, so let me give it a minute. So back in May, when I started doing the lat pull downs, I was like, okay, I want to try to do a pull up. The reason I wanted to do a pull up is because, number one, I thought it was impossible. And so I tricked myself. I was like, oh yeah, I'll wait and I'll do this flexibility and mobility until after I can do my very first pull up. Because I was like, that'll take me 17 years to be able to finally do a pull up, because I've never been able to do one before. But I started training to do the pull-up just to avoid doing the flexibility and the mobility. So this is me confessing my sins. I know I have to, now that I've been able to do a pull-up once in my life, I can't cheat myself anymore. I have to start doing flexibility and mobility. Speaking of pull-up, okay, my heart rate's 101. Okay, I didn't get all the way up. I got up to about right here. My leg's swinging back and forth. It's really hard. Man, one pull-up, heart rate already up at 120. Okay, let's go back to the pull-downs. I think I did like one pull-up all week last week, so I need to get consistent with it. The kids are out of school. They go back on Monday next week, which means that every day when I drop them off at school, I'm gonna be able to come into the gym for 5 minutes and just do 1 or 2 pull-ups. My wife doesn't like the pull-up bar things at home because she's worried it's gonna tear off the molding above the door. So I can only do it here at the gym. All right, back to your spot right here. Let me adjust this. Yeah, I think that's it. Yeah. So this is probably going to be my last video in the me doing a pull-up playlist, even though progress is not linear. So I went over there and I was able to do like 99% of a pull-up. I'm there. Like, it's just a matter of me doing it consistently, and I'm good. I've done a pull-up at least once in my life. I was able to mostly do one today. It's just like, I just need to be back in the gym doing it every single day. Like, how do you get better at push-ups? By doing more push-ups. So how do I get better at pull-ups? By doing more pull-ups. But the next set of videos that I do, I don't know how I'm gonna do it because they're gonna be much longer, or at least the time I spend stretching is gonna be 30 to 45 minutes. I'm not gonna be able to do it every single day because I don't have that kind of time, but I have to do flexibility and mobility. So I'm gonna reach out to some of you that I trust. I'm just gonna ask you for some basic mobility exercises that I can incorporate that I can work into like an active recovery, where I do like my heavy resistance training on one day and then the next day or day after do some of those more flexibility or mobility exercises. Okay, I'm under 100 now. Let's do 1 rep at 200. 1. And then 2 at 195. 1, 2. Okay. And then when I do some lunges and then come back and do 3 at 190. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And so tonight I'm going to go do upper body at Orange Theory. So they have the resistance classes. They call them Strength 50 or something. But it's impossible to work out the pull down motion at Orange Theory because they don't have a pull-up bar and they don't have pulling cables. The best you can do is a TRX strap, but you can't simulate a pull. You can't, well, I have trouble simulating a pull-up with the TRX cables or the TRX straps. So I'm not gonna be working out these pulling motions during my upper body. It's gonna be a lot more push-ups and flies and, chest and stuff like that. But Okay, my heart rate's still at 115. Whew. Okay, so we said 3 at 190. All right. Heart rate down to 97. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Oh man, it's gonna be 4 at 185. Let's do did forwards or reverse. Now I do forward lunge. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, and this is something I do. Again, I'm not a certified sports coach or anything of that nature, but this is one of those things I do. Heart rate 128. Okay. Oh, I do recommend that if you're doing exercise like on your lower body days, in between your deadlifts or your squats, try to do some push-ups, even if it's just like 3 push-ups or something. Because it's letting your lower body rest and recover. But then you're working out that upper body. And then for stuff like this, where I'm doing almost entirely upper body, then I'm gonna do lower body weight exercises. All right, 102. So I said 4 at 185. 1, 2, 3, 4. That'll be 5 at 180. All right, let's do some squats. 10. Okay. 126 heart rate. All right. It's been, what is that, 18 minutes. I started tracking my workout on my Apple Watch before I started recording the video, because I did I just did a little walk for, a minute, and then the jumping jacks. After this, I'm gonna go do some incline walking on the treadmill for, I don't know, maybe 10 minutes or something, and then get back get a shower, get some protein, and then get in front of my computer for my morning meetings. So, okay, 5 at 180. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, guys. Have a good one. I'm gonna wipe down and walk.